Hi guys and welcome. In today's video I'm going to talk about pegboards, and if you've got a pegboard or you're using it to its full potential. I'm going to show you what I keep on my pegboards, and I've got 3 and it makes my life so much easier. So we're going to start off first of all with the first pegboard that I've got here. So I've got one of these bags. These are all from IKEA, by the way, these pegboards. So you buy the pegboards and then you buy everything else individually. So this bag I think was £4, and literally I keep this snapped off my overlocker, but it's my needles, tweezers, etc. And that is just close on hand. Knitting needles, so if I'm making a belt, I just keep these, so I'm, pointing the corners out, pushing the corners out, should I say. I've got a pattern, because these are just large hooks that grip onto these, and I think these were something like maybe around £2 maybe. They're not dear, I know that. So this is just a bag that's got a cut-out patterning that's ready for overlocking, but that's just ready for my daughter to work on when she gets time to do it. This one, I've just got pieces of fabric that I just keep in there. And then I've got one here, and I'll take this off so you can actually see what they look like. So you can see there, this is what the hook looked like. So these two just hooks straight in like that, easy. And I think these are about £1.99 for 2. The smaller ones, which you've got here, so you get 2 of those. The smaller ones, I think you get 4 hooks, and I think they're about the same price or similar. So I've got my fabric glue, I've got my French rulers, my yardsticks, my curved one, and my tape measure. So I've got all my measuring implements in the same area. My fabric glue, so I've just got some edging here that I picked up from TK Maxx. Shoelaces, long shoelaces, and what I use these for is, when you're doing the chilly hoodie, so round the neck, these would be the ties that I would put in the hoods. So that is my first pegboard, and I've got some brown paper on top that I would use to cut patterns out. So what I've got here, it's on a little hook, and that is just a bag full of trims, lace, all sorts of trims, ribbons. But if I need anything, that's the bag I will go to, and that's just there where I know it is. Let's move on to pegboard number 2. So on this one, so obviously my machine's here, this is the one, and this one, that if I'm sat at my machine, this is the one that I'll be grabbing. So you can see here, I've got all my scissors and my rotary cutter, they're all in one area. This is my stopwatch, because I did used to be a training instructor, and I did used to have to time people to get them up to speed on the jobs. Now, this little item is a great find that I found in a charity shop. It did used to be all cream, and I painted it. So this is gold, and I painted the sewing machine a different colour, and it's actually got Love to Sew. Let me just remove that so you can see. It's got Love to Sew in wire on top. So you've got your cottons with sometimes the same colour bobbin underneath, and then I've just got all different bobbins with different colours on. So when I'm sat here, I can just reach up and grab what I want. And I think I paid £2.99 for that. Wires, I've got 3 of these. So you can see there, I've just got a tape measure, some double-sided tape, and a notepad, and my labels just in that. I've got a torch hanging off this, along with some large safety pins. These, again, these come in packs of 2, and I think they were £1.99, but I just have photographs on mine. And then I've got some appliques on that top one. These are metal holders that I've got. In this one I've got little screwdrivers, there's my sewing gauge, and there's a large pair of tweezers. These are just my cards that I do, so they're just, again, in one place where I know they are. Pens, this particular one on this one is a wooden box, and it came, you can get stationery packs where you can put your paper in, you get something where you can put letters in, and then this was just a box. But I asked my husband to drill a hole in the back, and I put a little hook on, so that's just hooked on, and then I've just got pens in that one. Now these shelves here, I love these, and I want more. Yes, I want more. These are £4 each for 1, but you can just see there that these are like my big cottons. I've got 2 reels of elastic behind, and again, sat at my machine, so easy to just pull and get them. And then cottons, and then I've got on this one, it's one of the, the buttonholes, but if you look on the back of that, you can see all different uses that you can use that item for. My husband bought me that as a present for Christmas of the year. And then a box of safety pins, straight on hand, And then obviously I've got buttons and knickknacks in these little jars, so very handy. My magnet is if when I'm at machine, if I want to keep it that I've got, you know, like say I'm sewing a certain width, set that up to the marker, and then I just use that, and again that just goes straight under that shelf because the metal, these fabulous. So on the hooks here, what I've got some machine needles on this one, and this one is like an industrial needle because you've got your curve one and there's a really thick one, so if you was recovering like a settee, those are the needles that you'd go to. The long hook, got my string, and I've got some ribbons on there. And then these glass, and I love, they're not glass, they're plastic, but they're clear. These come in packs of 3 and they're £7. And again, they just slide off. They just clip on again like the hooks do. So I've got 2 with my clips in, 1 with pins, machine light bulbs for my overlocker, tailor's chalk, sewing machine, hand needles, buttons. There's all sorts of knickknacks in that. So this little tin, I think it had tea bags in or something. Let's have a look. English breakfast tea. But it's such a cute tin. I saved it. And inside that, you can just see I've got these type of, I don't know what you call them. But so if you was turning some curtains up or doing a hem, you would measure it to where you want it. And then you would just slide that on to hold it in place. I've not used these very often, and I don't use them for curtains because I find them awkward to work with, but when I did recently make my long velvet jacket, these are what I use to keep the band in place. So again, I keep them on top so I know exactly where they are, they're there. A friend bought me that for Christmas, and I've got small pins and some machine bulbs in that as well. So you can just see there how much that I use my pegboards. I love them and they are very useful. You don't necessarily have to get them from IKEA, you can actually make your own by getting some MDF, some comes with little holes, but it's handy because of these, because of all these things that you can buy to fit on them, and it's so useful. So I hope you've enjoyed this little share, guys, on how I've done my pegboard, and if you've got a pegboard, is it working to its full potential for you? Because a pegboard is to work for you, to make your life easier, and as you can see with mine works brilliant. I love it, love it, love it. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.